My name is Rivke Jaffe. I'm an anthropologist at Leiden University. My research focuses on crime and citizenship in inner city neighborhoods in Kingston, Jamaica. I'm looking at criminal organizations and specifically criminal leaders, and these are known in Jamaica as dons. So the system of leadership you'll find in these communities, you can understand it as a system of donmanship. These dons have taken on a number of functions that the state used to provide or is supposed to perhaps provide. So for instance, if you look at welfare, these dons, if residents are in need of cash, for instance, if their child is sick or if they need to pay school fees, they can turn to the don for financial help. But what is their most important role, or that's what came out in my research, is actually providing a sort of informal system of justice. A lot of people don't trust the police. The police is seen as corrupt, so it's easier and more efficient to go to the don. And as it's been explained to me, what a good don does in this case is hear both sides of the story, interview a lot of witnesses. So, for instance, if something was stolen, they will ask all the neighbors, what did you see? What has been going on? There may be a suspect. They will interrogate the suspect and then come to a verdict. One don told me, if you want to be a good leader, it's not enough to have people fear you, they should love you as well. So he said, if they fear you, they'll do what you say. But if they love you, they'll jump in front of the bullet to save your life. I think there's a link to popular culture, and that's part of my research in showing how the power of dons is actually reinforced through different popular culture forms. For instance, this image of Willie Haggard, after he died, they erected this mural on the shop actually that he owned. And it says Willie Haggard, or his real name, William Moore, though you're gone, your memory lives on. And then he's pictured with black roses, which was his crew. And also because he was known to be a party-loving don, you see him with a drink here. You can relate this also to some religious imagery. If you see it, it has a blue background. Willie Haggard himself is elevated, so I think it's also a way of reinforcing someone's status, really their position as an icon. They're, somehow above us. They have an almost supernatural kind of power, and at the same time being one of them and intimate and very close to you. And I think that successful dons also consciously or unconsciously draw on that model of leadership. So I think it's something you see when the relationship between the formal state and citizens, and especially citizens who feel socially excluded, if that relationship is problematic, it makes it easier for another organization to step in and say, I am here for you, I'm doing the things that the state isn't doing, I'm one of you, I'm not like those politicians who come from elite spaces, I'm here for you. And I think what is interesting is also that it's not just something out there. It's something we can see by looking around us. Hey, people are losing their trust in the formal state. They're looking around to different types of leadership, legitimacy. It's not just something that happens in Jamaica.